Once upon a time, there was a small town surrounded by a dense forest, and on the edge of that forest stood an old and mysterious house. The townsfolk avoided talking about it, with many claiming it was haunted. However, a newly arrived family in the town chose to ignore the warnings and move into that ancestral home. The family consisted of a loving mother, a hard-working father, and their little son, Tomas. Although the house seemed eerie at first glance, the family was fascinated by its ancient architecture and dark charm. Tomas, a curious 8-year-old, was excited about the idea of exploring every corner of his new home. The first night passed without incident, but as the second week unfolded, strange things began to happen. At night, Tomas heard whispers and childish laughter coming from the shadows. He would often wake up in a cold sweat, convinced that someone was watching him while he slept. One day, while playing in the attic, Tomas found an old diary dating back decades. In its pages, someone had documented strange events and unexplainable occurrences in the house. The previous family living there had experienced paranormal phenomena, and many believed the house was haunted by the spirit of a child who had tragically died on the premises. Tomas, scared but determined to uncover the truth, began to investigate. Every night, he ventured through the dark hallways of the house, flashlight in hand. He discovered that the spirit of a child named Lucas was trapped in the house, seeking companionship and playing with those daring enough to enter. As Tomas delved into Lucas's story, he began to feel a special connection with the ghostly child. However, the atmosphere in the house became increasingly oppressive, and the childish laughter turned into sinister whispers. Finally, one night, Tomas confronted Lucas's spirit in the attic. He learned that Lucas had died in an accident while playing in that very place many years ago. Lucas's tormented energy had lingered in the house, unable to find peace. With tears in his eyes, Tomas promised to help Lucas find peace. Together, they explored the house for answers on how to release the spirit of the child. With each clue uncovered, Lucas's presence became more tranquil. Eventually, Tomas and Lucas found a special object linking the child to the house. By destroying that object, the house was freed from the curse, and the negative energy that had enveloped it for decades vanished. Grateful, Lucas bid farewell to Tomas before crossing over to the afterlife. Tomas's family, upon learning the story, decided to move elsewhere. The old house fell silent, freed from its dark past, while the small town returned to whispers and legends about the child who had defied the mysteries of the haunted house.